Can you hear me?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I can't. No,
No, I can't hear you. What did you say? No, I'm just kidding.
no, I can't hear.
What did
No.
you say? No. What did you say?
Let me see what's going on with this camera. What's up? What's up?
Hey, hey.
Got my ring light on again.
Uh-huh.
It ain't in the car because it's like,
I
girl,
got my good lights on right
it's
now.
like sex. It's
Embrace it,
just,
girl. No,
it's
this
just
way.
for the bacon today.
We'll wait for those who are late. No, I'm just playing. For the tardies. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't even see who's coming in, who's stepping in.
Here we go. Part 2. No?
Let me see if I
Now
can
let me
do
make
it
sure
right.
my friend comes in.
Is that your friend?
Mm-hmm. Let me let her know. I don't even know if she's online, first of all, but we just gonna see. You hear my music
What are
in the
you
back?
doing? Huh?
I'm just kidding. You hear my song playing in the back? No?
The TV is so loud in there.
Yeah, it's all right.
Let me
It's,
hear.
it's just
Who?
playing low. Forget it. No.
No.
I just want to have some background music. No.
Okay.
I had it on yesterday. You didn't hear it?
Dramatic. I heard it yesterday because it wasn't so loud in the back over here.
They watching Coco Melon again?
He's watching his own thing. She's watching Pokemon.
Coco.
They need the Coco to sleep. No.
Go Melon to sleep. No. Get it.
Guess we should warn people, huh?
Oh, she's unable to join. I'm just kidding. It's
What did
okay.
you say?
It says unable to join. It's okay. You know, she stays busy out here in these streets. Oh, man. Now with you posing. What in the world? No, I'm just kidding.
No, but my ear was itching.
Excuse me. I just ate, you know. Hey, Deanna. Did you eat dinner already, Skylar?
Girl, yes. I'm trying to lose some weight. Gotta eat early now.
Me too. I
Now I'm
said
hungry again.
one of my boundaries is to not eat after 10. Because we used to eat late back in the day.
Eating at 11:30.
Who does that? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, look at Megan in here too. What? Now that's a gift. Now, look, that's a gift. Hey, girl.
I haven't seen her in ages.
Me too. No, I'm just kidding. Mike, she starts, join us, girl. I'm going to add you in. No, just kidding. She's like, oh, no. Oh, man.
Yum.
How you doing, Megan? Not with your lights switching like that. Okay, you are not at the club.
Man, now it's like, my dang nerves that they're breaking already. I just bought this like
throw them out
3 weeks ago. What a waste of my time and money.
Throw them out.
That's why it was so cheap. I just like because they had different colors on here. I was like, okay, cool.
Megan, please.
Get Joe A on here. I'm just playing.
Not what I'm looking out. Look how I'm looking.
Look how I'm looking.
It's been a long day. I was tired. Oh, yeah. How was your day, girl? Skylar? No. How was your day?
It was a day. It was no interesting things today.
What were the kids doing today?
Exciting.
How were the students acting?
Man, I'm trying to think of a story of what happened today. I told you about how my coworker crashed the cymbals in that little boy's ear while he was sleeping.
What? What kind of school is this? Thank you, Megan. But we're not
high, okay? No, the little kid was sleeping in class, snoring and everything. And she got the cymbals and watched.
Wait, the teacher got the cymbals?
And then crashed.
That is doing too much.
The kids jumped at the same time in unison. They were like, he was knocked out. Never did that again. I'm pretty sure.
Never again. Oh man.
I don't think what else happened today.
Like, get on up. Good morning. What kind of mess? Wait, so what class is this? This is like a band class or what?
Yeah, it was a band class. Because she does that to the kids that fall asleep in her class. She was like, how do you fall asleep in band class? And so she gets the cymbals, walks up behind the kids, and
Megan asks, how old?
These are middle school kids, like from 11 to like 13, 14. Whoa. 14, they should be heading up. They
should have been.
Yeah. We still got 14-year-olds up in there.
That's a mother effing shame. No.
Mm-hmm. So how was your day, Ashley?
You know, I'm just getting chewing the gum.
You know what?
It was a good day. I was so tired. I was at work like, all right, we got 10 more hours to go. No. Oh, wait, is that who I think it is? I'm going to just wave. No.
Who's that?
If it, I hope I'm getting this right. Ray. Right? No.
Oh, shit.
Remember him? No. I don't know if he's still in here. He probably got up out of here, scrammed.
Hey, Rob. I don't know if it's an accident for you joining in.
He's like, let me hurry up and get out.
I gotta get back out.
Join us.
And so, what did you do today, Ashley? Okay, what did you do?
I just went to work. No, and then came back home and cleaned up for a more tiring experience.
So, do you want to get back into the relationship talk?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, gotta warm up. No. Let's add Robert in here. Let's see how he's doing.
Is that Robert?
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Whoever Dante Robbie is. No.
Oh, I was like, Robert Walker?
Is it? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. We're just going to add everybody in. No.
We might as well. I don't care if you have a nightcap on. I don't care if you have a...
Oh, Megan.
Yes, girl, we were having a deep conversation yesterday about some relationships. We were getting advice from guys.
Yeah, okay.
Guys yesterday. Like, they were giving us the 411 on why guys act the way they do.
It's okay.
Why they play so many games. And so...
So, Megan, Faith was on the call. And and we were talking, me and Skylar were already having our conversation. And we were just posing the question to different people that came in the room. Oh, yes. Sorry, Tiana. You too, girl. You too. No. And so we had some special guests coming in and out.
Okay.
And one of Skylar's friends came in, right? And she asked him a question like, so why do guys play games? You know?
Like, and how old do you have to be when the games just come to an end? Like, when is like too old? Like,
when old is too old to be playing games.
And he was like, "Wait, what? Who was the person that was like, I know a 7-year-old that was still playing games? Like,
Yeah.
I guess y'all just never stop. Guys just never stop playing the game. It's forever."
So we were trying to get some male perspectives as well as a female, because my friend, Faith, she joined in, and she was just telling what she thought, and then her friend chimed in, gave us his perspective, because he got on our live too. He was telling us, like, you know, this is why it happens.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Velma. And so, what was he saying again? Do you remember what he said? It was
I remember he was talking about pretty much, it was just too many jokes going on, but he was pretty much saying like when they're ready to settle down, they stop playing the game.
Well, yeah. And I asked, like, why do they even begin? Why do the games even begin?
Because it's already, hold on.
And he told us they begin because maybe the girl started acting funny or something, he said, where it pretty much came back to the woman from his perspective. Like,
but I just feel like, guys, I think
don't put that on the woman, though. That's something that you are dealing with, you know? What games are y'all talking about? Because there are. Absolutely.
We were speaking on a few of the specifics, but mainly Monopoly. No, I'm just kidding. No. I'm just kidding.
We were talking about Uno. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Definitely talking about
chess. No, but we were talking about like when they start playing mind games, as far as you're in a relationship, but then they start adding in other females.
Or like, let's see, what other little games are you playing? Or let's say if you're in the talking stage and like, not speaking on myself, not mainly speaking on myself, but you know, I've been in experiences like this where guys be saying, "Oh, I want to be with you," but then they start playing games. They start playing mind games. 1 minute you want to talk to me, the next day you act like you don't know me.
That too.
Like a mug. When I get into a relationship, side note, I want to be sure of the person, you know? Like I want to be comfortable that they're not going to be inconsistent. Comfortable knowing that.
Sorry.
Hey, girl. And so we're talking about a few of the games that, you know, they played yesterday. And so I just feel like people in general play games overall because they don't want to look stupid. Everybody has their guard up or whatever nowadays.
And it's like what we were saying yesterday was, well, look, I was reading this. Was I reading a book or was I listening to a podcast? I don't know. But whatever the person was saying was like, oh, it was a relationship expert thing. He was just saying like, in order to like receive love, you can't continue to be like, you can't continue a mind game. You got to pour more love into it to receive that love if you are expecting love. Otherwise, if you pour negative into the situation, you can't expect to have love at the end of it all. You can't be expecting to be satisfied with that outcome because you over here playing games anyway. Like, this is going to be just one big mind game the whole time because you want to continue with the games instead of growing up and just owning your love for somebody.
Exactly. But people are so ashamed.
But like you said, people don't want to look stupid. They don't want to look like, you know, desperate. But that's not desperation, though. It's like, I want to give love so I can receive it. Like, reap what you sow kind of thing. That's another thing we were talking about. You got to reap what you sow. So if you're reaping games, expect some games to be had.
Exactly.
Like, oh, you want to play? Well, let's play. No.
Let me go bring the Barbie dolls out and we can. No, I'm playing.
Vulnerability for sure.
Exactly.
You know what, Tiana? We're gonna add you in. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everybody's like, hold up.
No. I got my bonnet on. Like, chill. No.
Okay. Because, and these guys, I don't know what it is, but they are, well, the guys that I have encountered over the years, not recently, but over the years, they're like afraid to approach women.
I'm like,
what is that about?
Y'all? Like,
they want us to talk, and it's like, we are not the nonsense.
I'm like, nigga, I am not chasing you. Like, what happened to the men being men?
Right. Like, we are not the hunter gatherers. We are the prize. I'm just kidding. No, they are prizes too. But
like, they might as well wear the heels. Because it's like,
I got a good lipstick
right,
color that will go great with your hat. I'm just kidding.
They wanted to go, hey, what's up? I seen you across.
I bought you a drink. And I noticed.
Here's my number. Like, we're not doing all this. This is your role, okay?
And it's uncomfortable for us as women, for myself. Let me speak for me. It's uncomfortable for me because I don't know how to approach no guy. What am I going to say? Hi, I have my eye on. No, I look dumb. That's not even who I am.
You must have felt from having like, no.
But I mean, if you're a woman who likes to be aggressive, or not aggressive, but assertive, and wants to be like,
I guess it's
talk to me, then feel free. But
I did that to a guy one time. I got at a guy, and that was the first and last time I did it. He gave me his number, but he ended up being real.
Thank God, because dang.
But I approached the guy. I had that liquor courage when I approached him. I would never do this if I was sober. I never would come up to a guy and approach him. But I was like, he's taking too long to get at me. So I did make the first move in that situation. But I was feeling my liquor. So that's why
it's also like, you got to have like a mutual, interest in each other. You can't just be like.
Me, that's how I know he's into me. But if I'm approaching the guy, it's like,
then they'll be like, girl, get out my face.
I got a girlfriend.
We can just be friends. Like, he'll be like, I'm gay. And then you see him with another girl. No, I'm just kidding. Question people talk about. How will a brother know to ask you? Do you think you need to tell them you're interested?
Great question.
That's a great question. I think you got to make yourself approachable. If you think that if you see a guy looking, he's smiling and he got the eyes like, what's up, girl? No, you got to be like, if you think, if he's whatever you're looking for, just be like, hi. I don't know. Make it.
The eyes just do the talking. Because like if a guy approaches me like, or if I'm also like I feel like there's a mutual attraction.
Yeah.
You just use those eyes and you just reel them right in, and it works every single time. Some guys are shy, but the eyes definitely do the trick. You just reel them in with the eyes.
Too bad they don't have a camera to zoom in when that happens. Like
the eyes, they pull them in. And like when they do approach, and like when they do approach you and you're also mutually attracted to them, feeling them or whatever. Yeah.
But I also can see like if y'all are friends already, and then like you as a woman, can you see that again?
No. Go ahead, zoom that eye, that pupil off. Like.
No, but if you guys are friends and you're hanging out and you're just like, we need to hang out, just being yourself, and you just kind of like make it cool and not awkward. You don't have to be like, let's go on a date. What are we waiting for? Like, you can just be like, so we need to hang out or something, like if you're cool like that. You know what I mean?
I agree with that one.
I can see you doing something like that.
Me? I'll be waiting for the guy. You know me already. I'll be waiting for them to hit me up. I'll be waiting for them to head
out. But I can see you being comfortable with somebody and being
oh yeah, but you're right. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, but it's like already like if I'm in the talking stage with them,
yeah,
and then I feel comfortable like asking like, hey, let's go hang out. You
yeah.
know, then I'll be comfortable. You know, bringing that hanging out part in. But if they acting like they ain't interested in hanging out, you ain't said nothing but a word. You gonna have to hear.
You ain't gotta worry about me.
Ask.
Like, you
But
ain't gotta
yeah,
worry about
I
me.
just, we like to wait for guys to make the first move, and it's like nowadays guys be wanting us to make the first move. It's like, come on now.
They getting lazy out here. Is all
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying.
want to tell them sis. Oh,
What's
sis,
the
you gotta
respectful way for them to ask you and not creepy or weird? I know, because it can get
That's a
creepy.
great question.
I'll be like, it's a no for me, dog. I'm sorry, thanks, but no. No, I'm just playing.
That is a great question.
Hmm.
Can I? I mean, I guess keep it simple. Like, can I take you out sometime? Something like that.
Yeah. Just be, for me, once again, for me, just be upfront, because I like when somebody tells me like that they're interested right away instead of all the playing games once again, all the beating around the bush. Just be like, you know what? Hey, I'm interested in you. No, I'm just saying that's not a respectful way, but just be like, so I was thinking like I want to take you on a date. Wanted to see if you are available.
And guys don't even want to take girls on dates anymore. I had one guy recently that took me out on all kind of dates, but he was playing games in other aspects.
Oh,
He stepped up to the plate with that part, taking me out and stuff. But I'm just like, we're not gonna get too deep in that. He might be in the room.
right. Simple as best. Keep it genuine. No performance. Exactly.
Thank you. No performances. We don't got time for the theatrics.
The gimmicks. No.
Like exactly. Like cut
We
the
don't need
gimmicks.
to do no dancing with the stars. We just need to get to the point. No.
Act like you perfect and flawless. Like, come on with it.
Right. Just come with who you are. Give me your best shot. No, just hit me with your best shot. Of being yourself.
Any other questions, you guys? Keep them.
I have a meme that I want to read. Look, I always got a meme. We got to add a meme in there every now and then, y'all. Okay. So in regards to, this is a good one. I crave intimacy, but I don't want temporary people touching my mind, body, or soul.
Exactly, because guess what? No, we'll get into that in a minute. But go ahead and what are your thoughts on that?
I really like how they said that because, like, when you start to value yourself, you don't want to just deal with anybody. Just, okay, when you meet someone, you kind of know when they're gonna be temporary or not.
Yeah, exactly, girl. You can say that again.
This is just gonna be
when you meet someone. Say it again.
No, because it's like, yeah, you're cool, but I already know, like, I have different like goals to reach or whatever, and your mission is different, and I don't know if we're gonna be going any further than this. So with that said, I don't want to like be holding hands with you. I don't want to give you no kisses. I don't want to nothing.
I don't want to give you all of me because you don't deserve it.
Yeah, because yesterday I was having a conversation with somebody. I was just telling you earlier. The guy, look, let me make sure. The guy was asking these questions, and I was just like, why are you trying to go? And this is my second time talking to him, so I don't know him. So he's asking all these deep questions, and I'm like, now you're going too far. No. And so I kept asking him the same question. So after a while, he was like, you asked me some questions. And I was like, honestly, what's your favorite color? Because we're not going to go that deep.
Honestly, you can feel when you like connect with somebody right away.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, you don't want to just waste your energy. And it's like, when somebody's just going to be like temporary. So I was having that conversation with him, and I was being short with him because, first off, no chemistry. No. Second off, I had somebody not too long ago, and I mean, my heart is still there. So I don't want to be entertaining everybody. So that's just my point. How do you feel? No, that's good in general with people. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. If you're not feeling the vibe, it's like
you don't need to be divulged in everything.
But some people don't have that discernment. Some people, not everyone has. It's like they feel like they got to link with everybody, and it's like, for example, let's talk about sex. Let's get to that conversation. Like, you can't. I don't. I'm gonna say in the past, I'm not gonna say I was having sex with everybody that I was meeting. I was not. But I'm just saying, like, I was having sex with people that I didn't have a deep connection with. I was young. I was newly fresh on the scene. Blah 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 blah. Now that I'm older, like, I'm starting to find like I just don't. I can't give myself to just anybody. Like, you know, I have to have some kind of connection to them. Like, we have to have we have to have chemistry. We have to, because you just can't let everybody up in your freaking temple because soul ties are real. Whether people believe it or not, it's real. You're gonna take on whatever they battling, whatever demons that they're dealing with. You're gonna be dealing with that mess. So it's like you really got to be careful of who you go to sleep with.
Exactly. It's just who you entertain, or because even with conversations, you can build like such a closeness that you end up like coming to the same mind frame with each other. You're like, now we're thinking the same. And so then if they're temporary, it's like, okay, now I got their mindset stuck with me now. And it's going to be hard to let that go. Because it's like you start thinking it's your mind frame.
I have relationships with, you already know. Now, I'm not talking about the father of my kids, just to let y'all know, but relationships in the past where I took on some of their traits. And I'm like, why am I like this? Like, why am I so impatient? Why am I so hasty right now? Why am I this? And I've never been like this. Why am I so negative right now? Yeah. And it's like, you really got to go back and think like, okay, this guy is like this. Like, he has these traits. So I must be taking on whatever he's dealing with. You really got to be careful who you lay down with because you will take on their traits. And that's why.
And then be wondering, why is my attitude like this? That's because you just came together with some guy who dealt with other females as well.
Yeah. Now you're taking on her
toxic energies on them. Toxic spirits on them. Hey, Charles,
left to right. Nope.
What'd you say?
I said battling spirits left to right. Like, and we said the battle is not mine, it's the Lord's. No.
Talking about, Lord, get me out of this storm. Girl, you created the storm. Adding him into your life, first of all. Like, you are a storm catcher at this point.
Exactly.
And, so that's why many people who are involved with other people end up depressed after they break up or whatever, because that spirit that they may have been carrying has now transferred to you. And now you are stuck trying to heal and trying to get set free.
Battling all kind of demons.
All that.
Like, demons following you into the next relationship you get into. It's like, dang. Now you got all kinds
of bed with you where y'all were just laid up. Waking up like, good morning, mother. I'm just
kidding. Waking up eyes right.
Demon waiting like, it's about time you will.
Because you're inviting yourself, you're inviting them into your spiritual state. So that's the real, but that one, as far as sex goes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
you just gotta be careful. Gotta be careful out here. But like you said,
we can look at, Ashley.
What'd you say?
You got any other like memes that we can talk about?
Oh, so this one I looked at earlier. It's a silly one. It was just like 2 hours after a breakup, females be having 3 jobs, a scholarship to Harvard, and a down payment on a house. And it's like, we move on to greatness, okay? We end up happier than before. Still going through the hurt and pain, but we like, You ain't gonna find me the same way you left me, okay?
Exactly. I'm about to glow the H up, okay? Okay, Lord. I'm gonna call you back, okay? I promise.
He done found you out.
No, you called me earlier, so I gotta return the call.
Byron up in here? What?
So, what's another one that you want to talk about, Ashley? What's another quote?
It takes a very strong individual to sit with themselves, calm their storms, and heal out all their issues without trying to bring someone else into that chaos. Your journey into self-love is just that, and yes, you are doing it. So, I can attest to that. No, I was just talking about healing after a breakup, but I mean, you still gotta heal whether you slept with them or not, because you just dealt with the person for however long, And so I think you just need to get back to yourself. Healing doesn't always mean like you went through hell. It sometimes means you just need to mend, your little heart that was broken in the moment. Anyway, so yeah, I'm taking this time right now to just heal myself and calm my storms because before he came, I had my own issues. And I never resolved them. Like, of course, it's not going to be completely resolved, but I didn't resolve some big key issues from childhood and all that. And so when I got into the relationship, it came out pretty much. It came out.
Your baggage into this.
Yeah.
Lady Erykah Badu. It's the real deal. Okay. Bringing all your baggage into your next relationship instead of unpacking the bag and putting them in the clothes in the drawer and leaving them in the drawer. You're taking them into the next dresser, okay?
Yeah, don't be afraid to confront those issues before you get into a relationship because it's like you want to give your best self when you, meet or get with somebody else because
you
don't want to give them your leftovers, that's kind of
then that's gonna push them away. Like,
and then you don't want to live your leftovers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You don't want to live your leftovers. Because if you live
more negative demons
in your if you live in your least best self, it's like you're cheating yourself. And me and you were just talking about we don't want to waste time. That's one of our pet peeves. And that is my pet peeve is wasting my time. So I'm wasting my time being unhealed and being broken and being, Oh, what's happening? Fire alarm?
I'm gonna call people back. I'm just in the middle of this. Everybody wants to talk right now. But yeah, you're right. Like even when I'm sorry, I'm just cutting you off the phone call.
Yeah. No, I'm just no, go ahead, because I forgot.
No, like you already know me. Like all the past relationships that I've been in, like the 2 serious ones that I've been in, and like, going into jumping from one unhealed relationship to the next, like right away, like always feel like I need somebody, like you already know. Look, you guys don't need to know the details of that one, but you do have to take time for yourself to heal yourself before you do get into the next thing.
Yeah.
For example,
you had history with the person,
and like prior to me getting with the father of my kids, like I feel like I was healed at that time. And now I'm damaged again. I'm just
back to square one.
No, but you do have to, like, instead of jumping from person to person, you do have to take time. If you come from Jason, instead of like jumping into the next thing, you do have to take time for yourself. It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to be single. It's okay to just take yourself out on a date. And I've been taking myself out on so many dates this past year, like enjoying myself, enjoying me, and I haven't been able to do that, in a long time. Like,
because that's key. Like if you trying to attract better, you gotta like put some better stuff together for yourself. Like if you want to take yourself out on a date, take yourself to one of the best places that you've been. I don't know. And if you want to bring a sister girlfriend, go ahead and do that. But just love yourself. Because if you want to be loved in like, what'd you say?
No, I just said thank you to baby.
Oh, like if you want to be like loved in a special way, you need to treat yourself in a special way, you know?
Exactly. Because it's like,
You want to attract
all
better
my,
and
all
do
my
better
girls
for
are
yourself.
like Velma, for example, she's my best friend. Like all my girls are in Cali or whatever. Like I have a couple little homegirls out here, but you know, they doing their own thing. And I used to always want somebody. I know how to spend time by myself, but I'm just saying I used to always want somebody to do stuff with. So I was like, you know what? I need to start doing stuff
For
by
yourself.
myself, enjoying me for a little bit. Going out, like, you know, I know it can be awkward going to like places like, let's say, a lounge or something, like, because it's like everybody's grouped up with somebody. But it's like when I started just going by myself, I was like, I like hanging out by myself, have myself a couple little drinks and chill out.
If you can like yourself, then people gonna like you, you know, once you open yourself up,
exactly.
You know.
Hello. Talk to him. No. Okay, what's the next one that you're talking about, Ashley?
Oh, your friend wanted to join, I think, but I think he's out of here.
Ooh, Lamar?
Mm-hmm.
Lamar, yeah. Oh, he was like, she didn't call me back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No. You wanted to share anything else?
No, I'm good on this. Just focus on yourself. And even when you get into a relationship, like, don't forget about yourself. Don't put all your energy into a guy. Still take yourself out. Still hang out with your girls. Do whatever you got to do because
exactly.
Because you're gonna end up losing yourself if you're focusing on one person, and that happened to me so many times. Giving my all to a man or a nigga, because I dated some niggas too. Giving all to somebody, and then it's like you forget yourself. And then like even being a mom, there's so many different things that come with being a mom. Like you still
even in marriage, y'all. That's what Tiana says.
Yeah, you can't forget yourself.
You got to take some time for yourself so you can come back to your partner with something to talk about.
I miss you. Because if you in their face all day, you're going to get tired of each other and the relationship
will
get boring and played out.
You're going to get tired. Y'all going to have some arguments. You might become controlling. Like, where are you going? You can't go without me. Like, no.
We're glued to the house. You're not leaving me out.
Yeah.
You think you're going out and leaving me at home? I was that one leaving. I was the one getting out the house because, and that's the thing. We can talk about homebodies too, like guys and women. Homebodies. You gotta get out the four walls. It's okay to be in the house sometimes, but it's like step out, go bring some fresh air, go on some dates and trips.
Let's say some dates.
The TV ain't gonna get a call. Huh?
You said some dates? Go on some dates?
No, with your partner, like if you're in a relationship.
Oh, I was like, he gonna go on dates without you? What?
We're gonna go on dates without them. I'm just playing. But you know what it is.
Yeah, I'm over here chewing this gum. Sorry, y'all.
You have to make me want some gum. Let me go get me some gum real quick.
Boy, oh boy.
Where's pass me my pets? Remember that? Okay, so what's the next one, Ashley?
This is still in the dating realm. You're not dating their cute face, height, or smile. You're dating their maturity, morals, and growth. Evaluate that before you catch feelings for something that doesn't deserve you. Mm-hmm. That's true. Because honestly, I'm not gonna say I'm not completely into somebody's looks, but I'm not really like focused on their looks because their personality and like this says, their maturity.
There's the women that always dated an attractive guy. Get out of here. I'm just playing.
They all right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Look, are they in here? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but like it's not always about looks. Sometimes you just they can't be looking toe up, okay? They gotta have some kind of
teeth gotta be A1. If your teeth
you gotta be like care about yourself is all I'm saying. Like get in the shower, brush your teeth, get a haircut, wear some nice clothes. We don't want nobody just looking dumpy out here, because But like you said, Megan, the looks are just the icing on the cake. Okay, you gotta go deeper than that. Because the looks are gonna fade when y'all get old. So are you willing to deal with a saggy face at the end of it all? No.
Just turn around like, ugh. Like, Ashley, you know the guys. I don't have a type as far as look. You already know the men that I've dated. Some of them look great. Some of them look but the personality was
cup of tea. No, I'm just playing.
Personality was A1 because like I'm always attracted to the spirit. Like your spirit has to be like you got to be magnetic. You know?
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
That's
magnetic.
If you can make me laugh. If you can cook, that's gonna make me like turn into a freaking candle melting. But
candle. Okay.
But it's loud in my house because Kendall's screaming and all that playing.
So you having a good time.
But you know, looks like you said are the icing on the cake. If you look good, that's great if you have all these other qualities. But if you're just you look good, you don't have no substance to you, like you're not funny, you're just plain.
It's the substance that carries. Because I've been running into some guys that just they'll tell a joke and I'll be like, nah, this ain't going. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to take laugh, okay? I don't want to.
No, exactly. I don't want to be over here. Anyway, did you pay the bill or not? No, I'm just kidding.
Like, nigga. And look, I hope the guy in the room back. Like, he just told me a few days ago, I see it on your page that you said you like guys that are funny and da-da-da. He was like, I could be more funny. I know I'm kind of shy around. I'm like,
no, if
you had all this time. You had all this time to show your funny side and you didn't. You blew it. No,
you gotta be natural. He over here. I can be funnier next
time. I know. What's he gonna do? Like the next time we hang out, I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna crack a few more jokes. Nah.
Let me just Google something real quick. Knock knock. Guess what?
No. The door is closed and it's gonna stay closed. No. But it's like, you know, even the father of my kids, I'm gonna give him props because I've known him since I was 10, and I wrote in our little yearbook when we were kids that he was ugly. I just didn't find him attractive. When we got older, he was like a best friend to me, like whatever. And I told him this is nothing new. He laughs about this story. And so like when we got into, you know, when I moved to Vegas, you know, started talking to him and like, he was hilarious. He's hilarious, like over the top.
Okay.
And so like, you know, that's how me and him built the connection. He was hilarious. He was fun. He was cool to be around. We were best friends. We were hanging out every day. And I started finding myself attracted to him. Like, man, this nigga's really cool. Like, and then, you know, then we ended up having 2 kids. And so, but you know, like, he wasn't the best. He wasn't a looker, but he ended up being attracted to me.
If man got it all, but no humor, keep it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got to pass. Like, honestly, I've been praying specifically for someone to be funny in the rest of my list or whatever. But funny is up there on the list because our family, first of all, loves to laugh. And if you just sitting there looking like, here they go again. I'm just gonna.
We're laughing too much because we had guys in the family, not our dudes, but we had guys in the family say they laugh too much. Okay, well you don't need to be in the family. Dad joke, yeah.
Laughter just brings so much joy into the relationship. Because what if you're going through a hard time? You want to be able to have someone to laugh with at the end of the day. Like you want to just be like, you are just too silly to be serious right now. Like, cause you gotta laugh, you know, like
you gotta live a little. Loosen up your tie, live a little.
Yeah.
Let your hair down. It's like, cause some guys are just too. I dated a guy. I dated a guy in the past, and he was just a little too uptight for me. And I'm like, this is not in my head. You will not see me next time. You're
This
too
is the
serious.
last.
And like, okay, I might not be funny to everybody, all right? But I get a kick out of my own jokes. And so, like, if you
I am
understand
a
and you just
comedian. No,
getting offended by everything that I'm saying, like, nah, bruh. You will not see me next week,
or they'll
okay?
be like, I don't get it. I'm like, oh God.
What don't you get? Why did the chicken across the world? No, I'm playing. No, but
knock, knock. Hello? No,
hello. Like, we can't have
we don't
nobody
have to be
too
like,
tight and too like afraid to laugh. Like, you better be having your teeth come out your face when you laugh. Like, you got to be like over the top laughing. Like, we got to be having tears coming down our face when we're laughing. We just can't be. We can't be serious. We don't have time to be serious in a relationship. You know.
Like, life is already serious enough. Why don't you
exactly? Life is already dark right now. This generation is so dark. So it's like you want somebody to bring some kind of light and joy to your freaking day. You get off of work and you just want to be like, "What's up? Hey, Rob."
She said, "Dad jokes are past. Bring the dad jokes. No, bring them. I'll laugh at them, okay? Because the dad jokes be corny, but I love them. No.
I love corniness. Bring them.
Like Kev on stage when he used to do them, I used to be like, that was so dumb. It's like not even like crying, laughing, kind of funny, but it's just he makes it just
makes it hilarious, right?
Top notch. No.
Okay.
Top notch. Okay, let's see.
The gum is just good. Look. So what we got next?
What flavor gum you got? First of all, no.
Mommy's gum. This is better have my gum. So I got
that one does not have flavor.
This one does. Is juicy.
No.
So what's the next one we talking about?
No, I'm just kidding. People think they're competing with other suitors when dating me, but really, I'm comparing you to my own solitude. That's the competition. Is your company better than being alone? Am I growing around you like I do when I'm alone? Ooh, do I feel safe? Is there joy? Is there peace?
Let's talk about it. Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, for real, because y'all know I be loving to be in my solitude.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Okay. No. So, for me, Ashley Lowe, to have somebody around, that means you really are special. Like, you really have added to my space. You didn't, like, take away my wholeness.
Huh? You need to, like, leave me alone. Like,
I know, like, I'd rather be by myself now. I don't know what you're going to do. No, but honestly, if you can add to the space, that would be great. Like, don't come in here starting no mess, because I can do better by myself. Honestly.
And speaking on that, to piggyback off of what you were saying,
all this piggyback
off of what you like, I'm not gonna say which relationship this was, but I was in a relationship where I was freaking clingy as a mud, like to where I was pushing my way.
You were clingy?
Yes, I was clingy. I was clingy.
That's
popping at the brother's house, like doing too much, right? Mm-hmm. And so I backed up a little bit after a while. Like after I pushed him away so many times, I was like, all right, a little light bulb came on, and I was like, all right, let me back up. So when I backed up, then he wanted to be around more. And when he wanted to be around more, I'm just trying to make this story short because it's a lot that goes into this story. But like when he wanted to come around more, I was kind of over it, and I was kind of enjoying my own company because he left me alone and pushed me away so much. I was like, I don't need you no more because I feel like I feel better by myself. Like I'm good by myself now. Like you push me away so much. Like I'm good.
And who wants to be in a relationship like that?
Huh?
Who wants to be in a relationship like that anyway?
Somebody's
constantly like, I'm busy, or I don't want any company today all the time. Like that's an indicator that.
And I was the red flag was waving in there. You already know who this guy was. The red flags were waving. The praise dancers was coming out with the red flags, and they were just waving it. And I was ignoring every single flag, like, he just had a long day. Nah. Like, when you get older, you start seeing stuff, it's like, all right. But that was around the time where I felt like I needed to be with somebody. Like, I always needed somebody. Like, I always need to be in a relationship. Yeah. But then, you know, you get older, start enjoying your own company. You appreciate just being in solitude.
And that's another thing. We can't wait to get in a relationship to live. Like, you got to go on trips. You got to go out to eat. Like we just talked about. You know, you got to still live your life. Don't wait for no man to, you know, I'm finally living my life. I feel complete. No, they're not going to complete you, okay?
Oh, the quote, go on couple trips and go on a trip by yourself. As long as you don't get kidnapped.
Can you read the quote again? Okay, the quote is please. What am I talking about? People think they're competing with other suitors when dating me, but really, I'm comparing you to my own solitude. That's the competition. Is your company better than being alone? Am I growing around you like I do when I'm alone? Do I feel safe? Is there joy? Is there peace? That was the quote. I'll probably post it on my story later tonight. What's a red flag versus yellow flag? You run instead of wait.
Oh, it's a good one. A red flag. Let's talk about Let's talk about the red flag. So many just put that out. I'm trying to think. We always talk about the red flags. I'm trying to think of one at the top. Because honestly, sometimes they hide in the red flags behind their back, and you don't see them.
It'd be a big old red flag,
and everything just is perfect. Everything seems like, you know, but there are some guys that have the red flags showing. Like, for example, let's see. Dang, I just had it. Okay, you go first. I'm thinking right now.
Take your time.
Controlling for example. We were just talking about this. When a guy tries to control what you wear, it's one thing to, like, if you're just doing too much with your outfit, like, I get it, and he feels disrespected. But then there's a time when it's like, you tripping on this? I'm wearing freaking sweat, and my body is naturally curvy, like, so it's like, they try to control what I wear because you don't like the attention I get. But it's like, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Controlling. Because then it starts from controlling what you wear to controlling who you hang out with, to controlling. And
you have a friend who's in a situation like that.
Yeah. Controlling.
It's almost sad because then they start taking your identity from you and you start losing interest in all the things that you love. And you don't want to be in a situation like that.
I'm trying to think of another one.
They you hanging with your friends. No, you hanging with me. No.
Like, I want to spend time with you. Like, and it's like, I'll be with you every day. Like, dang, no. I'm trying to think of another red flag.
A red flag is when you are in communication with too many other women, okay? Because I should be the focus. No, I'm just kidding. Start going off.
Popping out the neck. No.
It's about me. No, I'm playing. No. That's controlling. But
getting all thick. Like, chill. Calm down. Hey, Drew, if you're still in the freaking room. We're talking about relationships. Join in.
Hey, Delano.
Hey, Delano.
If you're still in here. Look, unless he probably came in and left.
Came in, closed the door. Back where he came out of.
Slammed it. No, red flag for me. No, that's one of them. Another one, like you said, is control. Like, you gotta calm down, my brother.
Look, we both can't be controlling because
you controlling. Is that what you say? No.
Okay, I had my moment, bro. I think I learned. You seen where I was at in my relationship. Okay, I've grown. I've grown up. Because it's not fun controlling. Okay, look, everybody, this is what I used to do. I used to be all up in people's phone, okay? And that's not true. It doesn't make me feel good. My dreams told me, okay? But what's the next quote, Ashley? What's the next quote we're gonna go over?
Oh, what happened? I thought you
I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna touch on this topic anymore. But let's talk about something that okay, so you said the yellow flag. I can't even think of any yellow flag. What is the yellow flag?
I was gonna say is that like the go or no, yellow flags like in between green and red or
yeah. I don't even know because I don't know.
A yellow flag I guess would be like okay, jealousy, I guess. Like sometimes I want you to be jealous of me talking to another guy.
You know, it's okay to be a little jealous. It's okay to be a little like the fuck.
But I'm not flirting with nobody else. It's just like a regular conversation with the guy, and then my guy's like, "Not with him all in your face," but not, not getting like crazy or nothing. But he's just playing around, but serious at the same time.
Serious inside. You gotta have a little bit of jealousy because if you let me do whatever the heck I want, then it's like you don't care about nothing. Like.
But it can't be no.
But it's burning you inside.
No jealousy like to the point where he want to kill somebody.
Not like a personality trait, not so great. So you okay to wait it out versus a red flag type of trait?
Oh.
Personality. Yeah. Like, okay, so you're saying like so that's a great question. Like, I'm stumbled. I'm not even lying.
I'm stumped.
Because like I said, some guys hide the red flag. They hide it behind the back, and you don't know until you're too deep in. Like you already invested your time into them. You're in love. Blah 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 blah. And it's too late. Now you're in prison. You like them.
That discernment is key. Because it's like the discernment is key. Because like you can notice something, but then you can also like dismiss something that you see too. Because it's like, but they have like they're cute. So I think I can still see what it's all about. But then you're way down the line now. And red flag is really don't be hitting me. Don't be cussing me out. Don't.
Because I'm going to cuss you right back out. Okay? Because you already know, Ashley.
I gave my cussing away years ago to the Lord. But I will pull it back down if I have to. No, just kidding.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. What was I finna say? Shoot. Yeah, if our communication styles are a little different.
I mean, not everybody's gonna communicate the same way. Like I communicate. I like to be a little. Like if something's bothering me, I'm gonna let you know. Like I'm not gonna sit around and wait. You gonna hear right then and there, like, hey, this is bothering me. I mean, or I might wait like a day, like, hey, blah 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 blah. And if your communication is,
Sorry, something just clicked in my mind. Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. I'm done.
Oh, dude.
I'm done. I'm done.
I'm sorry. No. Well, I would say this is something I'm being delivered from as we speak. But a yellow flag, something that we can get through, something we can work on is like, okay, I really had an issue with my guy liking other girls' pictures and stuff. And they would be some stank girls up on the thing.
Doing y'all out. But
and
what?
I would feel uncomfortable about it. But that's something we can work on. Like, that's something we can work through. Because prayerfully, you're not going to run into them girls. And prayerfully, you're going to delete them girls at some point. And prayerfully, I'm going to get over it.
Because you don't see us fucking guys in their booty shorts. No, I'm just... Because there are some guys out there with... No, like, that's not even cute. But I'm just saying, like, speaking of the picture thing, luckily I dated guys who weren't into social media like that. They weren't on there like that. Like, it was like one of them didn't have social media at all, and then the other one he deleted it because I was getting all up in his face like, who was this? No, he was like, social media is not even fun anymore, and I was like, good, I'm gonna make it not fun.
I'm glad because I'm gonna watch every post.
Gladly make you not get up. No, but you know, I just let's ask the viewers some questions. Megan, for example. So if you're in a relationship, because actually we're talking about the liking girls' pictures on Instagram, would it be girls that you know or girls that are just like booty models?
Let's just say both. Let's just throw them both in there. Tiana, you can answer this too because you're married.
How do you guys feel about men liking girls that are like that either they know, like it could be provocative pictures or it could just be, you know?
Because my issue, it was like I said before I got in that relationship, I had some things to heal from beforehand, and I didn't deal with it. So my insecurities bled into the relationship, and now I'm learning it now. So when I did notice that he was liking some pictures that I was not cool with, I was tripping. I was like, well, you're not the right man for me, and I'm not the right woman for you. And I just came to that conclusion without even stopping to think. I still think my point is valid, though, because I do not think, you should be just liking all the hoes. But that's just one thing. I feel like you have to keep the disrespect to a minimum with that. Boundaries need to be talked about and set and agreed on.
It's like, let's talk about it. So Ashley, what do like mean for you? Like if these guys are liking, if the guy that you're with is liking these kind of pictures, like when your ex was liking these pictures, what did that mean to you? Like, how did it make you feel?
Like, I know Instagram is a place where you're supposed to like pictures. Yes, we get it. That's a given. But you don't have to add every single
hoochie around town.
Boom. You don't have to like every picture
in the freaking world, okay?
You don't have to like every picture that you see. Because what if somebody, okay, you were just finished witnessing to somebody about the Lord. And then they see you liking all these stinking girls. They're like, he was just telling me.
He was just in the pulpit praying over me. Like,
people may not be on your maturity level as far as spiritually. So they might be new believers. So they like, well, he's still doing that. I'm going to go ahead and do what I do. Like, we supposed to be getting delivered each day now. Not to judge anybody, but I'm just saying, like, you just got to be mindful. Be mindful.
When you're in a relationship. When you're single, you can like whatever you want to like. But if your girl is saying that you're making her feel uncomfortable, like, you got to change it up a little bit. You might have to delete those girls. You might have to unfollow them. You might have to.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're fantasizing about these girls, when you're.
Yeah. There's something that you like about it. You love it. Did you tell him? I did tell him before. Like when we first got together, he was liking some pictures and I didn't even see it. It was one of my family members. They told me and I was like, that's embarrassing. Now they're coming to me and I got to deal with what you have been doing. So I told him, I told him in that instance.
That's what crying. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
yes. So, time went on and it happened again. And I was just like, okay, so you just did not respect what I asked you to do. Like, I guess this is just not as important to you as it is to me. And honestly, I guess you don't value my wishes. So that's what kind of like got me even more upset because I was just like, we went through this. We should not have to be going through this every single time.
Girl,
I'm on Instagram or whatever. Because another instance happened and somebody brought it to me. I didn't even have to bring it up. Somebody else brought it to me and I had to bring it to him. And I'm like, why am I taking responsibility for you now. Like, why do I have to answer for you when we had this conversation before?
And it's embarrassing when somebody else is bringing it to, hey, he does like this, like, and it's, well, entertaining. It wasn't even just about a like, it was entertaining, you know?
And then if it's somebody you do know and they like it, they're provocative pictures, that girl's gonna be like, he was just on my likes.
That is exactly what I'm freaking saying.
And I don't have time to be fighting nobody. No, I'm just kidding.
Because you already know what I was experiencing, like with a guy. Like I wasn't really tripping on like that or things like that. But but like when I was talking to one guy, and he was all up on one of my ex-friends' page, and I'm like, nigga, like this is me and her are not even talking anymore. Like why? Like it did make me feel uncomfortable when I told him this, and he just was still trying to manipulate the situation and like still trying to make excuses. I'm like, all right, you getting blocked.
You gotta go.
Because you're not trying to understand where I'm coming from. Now I have to keep explaining it to you. It's like, come on now.
It's becoming a task now. Like, you don't want to have to deal with that.
Hey,
how different is social media affecting dating than before MySpace, etc.? Oh, how different is social media affecting dating than before MySpace?
You said is MySpace. Wait, let me look up. I didn't see that one. How different is social media affecting dating than before MySpace? Because that's a great question, man. You guys are just asking the great.
I'm loving these questions, Deanna. Thank you, and Megan. Thank you, girl. Thank you for your input.
You know, like definitely is different. I don't think people were like on social media like that when MySpace was in the picture. Like, you know, it was something cute to do every now and then. Look at, you know, be somebody's top 8. Now everybody's on that all day because social media is, I feel like it's a drug.
It's this millennial age, though. It's like they want to show their bodies. Like they have no shame. Like they are not afraid to speak on my body, my whatever. And back in MySpace age, we didn't even think about nobody, like putting our whole body on there.
To get some likes. That was it.
It was all about putting your song up on there. It was about your top 8. It was about posting on the bulletin. You know, now you just have everything. You can have sex on TV on the thing if you want, and it'll still be fine. And you can get raped on there. You can get beat up. You can get killed. You can get all that all on social media because there's no boundaries for social media.
None.
And it can make or break relationships nowadays. Because then when you're on their story, you don't know if your guy is putting those hearts on these other girls' pictures and stuff.
Oh.
Like, you don't know what's going on in that arena. So, like, we haven't seen the effects of what social media is doing today as opposed to what it's going to do in the future. So you don't know if these likes are going to lead to them meeting up with them in the future. You just don't know what this is doing to us, because MySpace might have did something to our minds too back then, which prepped us for
right now.
Today. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Can you share in what ways you think, Megan, social media can make or break relationships nowadays? Yes, I want to hear that too.
Megan, you want to get on? Do you want to get on?
She would. I wish she would.
Take your bonnet off and get on the live.
Both of y'all ladies get on here because y'all are
girl.
Giving me excitement right now.
Look, we'll chew gum in the meantime.
I'll bounce my shoulders. Just
like crazy how social media is just like it
taking
is
over the globe.
It can make or break a relationship because everybody
wants to give it way too much power. They really do.
They do. Everybody want to be, for example, they want to appear like the perfect couple when chaos is going on behind the scenes. So it's like
we witnessed that firsthand. Okay,
she getting her ass whooped behind the scenes, but making sure they matching for the holiday photo.
Like, are we wearing these shoes or not? and then as soon as the picture taken, like it's the fakery because everything is for the gram. They doing photo shoots for the gram. They are going on these dates just to show off they on a date. They don't really care about the person. They just want to show off that they on a date.
Too many couples that are dealing with that right now. Actually, you already know. Like, I know a couple that travels all the time. Make sure the kids are always matching. They make sure they got the matching Jordans. They got them. Everything looks good. Like, great family pictures. Magazine ready. But behind the scenes, her dude is getting at every hoochie in town. No, she getting at every girl in town.
Sorry. Tiana's joining us.
Let's go, Tiana. Let's get it.
Hey, girl.
Wait, are you the one that I met out here?
That's the one.
That's the Selena and Nicki Minaj looking one.
Hi.
So, Tiana, talk to us.
I was just having some questions as y'all were talking.
Let's get it.
I love them.
Yeah. I don't know. Girl, I've had conversations with you so many times just because I feel like the grandma, honestly, of like our generation. I know it sounds weird, but like the whole, I just can't imagine online dating. Honestly, I met my husband at 19, and that was like right before, like what, high school, we just got out. I graduated 2007, and then we got the iPhones.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
that's when everything blew up. Right after you graduated, it was like. So
it's like I'm aware, but I'm not like in it. You know what I mean? So that's why I always think like this is the things we talked about, but it's totally different now.
Absolutely, it's actually totally different. Like for you guys, thank God that y'all were able to meet in person, because I met my ex in person too, but a lot of our interaction was through like texting or through social media or whatever. And it's totally different because it's like you get a different dynamic online. You can't get the facial expressions. You can't get the chemistry and like, you know what I mean? Like just the energy going back and forth between people. So it's easy to fall into another relationship because you're online. So you have access to so many people now. You're like, you get to see their body, first of all. You get to see what they're posting about, like what's in their mind. So you're kind of getting a glimpse into their lives. As opposed to like in person, you don't get all of that unless you just laying it out there for them right then and there.
Well, and I think the other thing I was thinking too when y'all were asking about likes. So a lot of our friends, families, they're all influencers. They got to do like their social media thing, right? Like we say, like their persona, but the person that they are is separate. Yeah. So a lot of the times you got these married couples who are two social media influencers who are entirely different online than because they're single in their persona, but then they're married in real life.
In real life, it's double lives going on, double lives. Like even
I know a lot of them, a lot of double lives.
Some of these couples on there, they really single in real life. They just see couple goals and get the followers and stuff. And it's like, when did y'all get together? Like, where are y'all together is a question.
Yeah.
Like, everything is a facade now just to get likes. And so people revolve their lives around that. And if you don't like their picture, they're like,
oh, they don't like me.
I don't like her. It's just a whole thing.
It's all in the mind. Like, that's what I'm saying. Social media has become addicting. It's like a drug. Like, people are like Megan just said about validation. Like, people look for social media like, oh my gosh, I only got 10 likes. This picture's not cute. I'm deleting it. Like,
yep. After 5 minutes, only one person liked it. I'm going to take it down. Like, okay. Now that's how you know this is all about validation.
Yeah. How many likes you get. That's why I was like, I'm not showing. I removed my likes from my thing. Like,
me too.
You would have to click on the likes to see how many. You would have to count how many people. You know that where you can like hide how many likes you have now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because it's like it doesn't matter. Who cares how many people like your picture? Who cares?
And I
Like,
think that feeds into the competition thing because it's like
yeah,
she got more likes than me,
and
so
my
I don't
picture.
like her no more. Or he is liking this and all that. It's just like all of that is just messing up relationships all around, like friendships, sisterhoods, whatever, because of likes. Like you don't like yourself, so you might need to get off of this so you can
This
like
might
you.
not be for you.
This might not be the one for you. But
Okay.
it gets serious like that. The
It
validation
got to the
stuff.
point where people are buying their likes, like
Yep.
buying comments. It's like, should not ever have to get that deep. Because MySpace,
Right.
you got what you got, get what you
Yep.
get, and you don't fit. No,
We say that with the kids.
just don't accept it. Nowadays, people are buying their likes, buying their comments, and it's not even that deep.
It's
But
not that serious.
it is
And
So
what
then
it is.
I think there's another question. Just basically, if you're not on social media, because people be like, you meet people on social media or a friend of a friend, whatever. If you're not meeting somebody at work, you're not meeting somebody at church, you're not meeting somebody at the gym, where are you guys meeting people?
Grocery stores. No,
that's another thing.
like, it's a great question because everybody is meeting. Everything is online now. Everything is just online. I'm not gonna sit back and act like I didn't meet people online. Maybe like one or two people, but I'm just like,
Like there's some good benefits to online,
there's
but
some benefits, but and it's not even just like the virtual world we live in. It's dangerous at the same time. Like,
yeah,
who
because you
you gonna
don't know
talk
who
to?
you meeting.
People that will meet up and kidnap you, and you living in a dungeon. You just
Exactly.
you just don't know. Like, we got to be careful in this new era that we're in because everything is just so virtual nowadays.
Yeah. And it's weird when you are in person. Like it's almost like it's hard for you to approach somebody else just to say hi or just to make a new friend. It's like, but online you are bold. You like, hey girl, what's your name? What's your number? Like what? Like we are missing the point for real. Like we'll go to a coffee shop and be like saying to say hi. Like, come on now.
Guy. In person, you can feel the person's energy. You can feel if you got a connection with them or not. Online, you can't feel a person like. That's why I didn't like, for example, like when I had a therapist last year, and everything was virtual because of the pandemic. I was like, I want to meet you in person so I can like feel you, so I can like, you know, see the facial expressions, that kind of thing. I mean, I can see it on the computer, but sometimes the computer freezes up, and you like,
exactly.
Megan,
you want
what Megan was saying with the world shut down, that's what I was wondering too. A lot of the people who were dating through pandemic.
Yeah.
Like FaceTime dating.
Look, that's what I was doing. Well,
FaceTime dating?
I knew my guy beforehand, but then we were talking through COVID, if that makes sense. Like we didn't like have a actual conversation until COVID, where we shut down in the house. So we got no choice but to make friends, pretty much. And so
when I tried y'all, look,
but at the beginning of the pandemic, I was just like, I gotta interact with somebody, so it would be online,
But everything was still detached, like, I mean, nothing against the people that are about, being safe, because I'm about being safe too. But I'm just like, even with this, wearing the mask and stuff, like, I just felt so detached. You can't see people smile. So it was a little depressing for a little bit. Like, Dad can't even smile back at a person because we got this big old pit bull in our face. Big old
smiles, for real.
Can't even smile back at people in the store. Everything was just so detached. So yeah, I get why people probably were dating, virtually during that time, during those hard times. But
yeah, I just hate that we got stuck in that because it's like now we don't know how to interact with people. We don't know how to be social. Because a lot of people won't admit it, but they're like introverts. So they're like, this is perfect for me. So when they do get in person, it's like they don't know how to act now because they had a whole year to be perfect in their own little box.
Because me,
No.
I'm both.
That
And then
was
they
me.
like, look, I can be both. Like I like my space, and then
Yeah.
I like getting out and socializing. But I get it. I just felt like it was just so detaching. Like everything was just
Yeah.
like can't do nothing. Like family members, they scared. They don't want to go outside,
Yeah.
and it's like
Or they
want
don't
people
want you over their house. They're like,
they don't want anybody.
no.
Don't touch that. Like
It's
dang.
like y'all can't wait to say no. Y'all was waiting for a pandemic so they can say, we don't want nobody.
The pandemic will come over. Like dang.
Are you vaccinated? I don't want to go into that, but
Who
that's
said that?
another thing. They don't want to give you a hug because they like, are you vaccinated or not? And it's
They
like,
act like you about to give them. Like
I
girl,
was tested negative.
I had it last year. Be like, no, you vaccinated, right? You should be saying no. You should be good. Like, don't worry about my unvaccinated age.
Like, I got my COVID results. First of all, let's see yours because you can still get it too. So,
because I have to take a test for my job every week.
But yeah, Megan, you are in the house all the time, and there's nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But we gotta get out on these streets. Just like, don't neglect the girl time.
I'm curious about another question.
Yes.
Have you guys realized, like, if you do go out, I don't know, wherever you're going out to hang out or talk to dudes, whatever, if their interactions are even weirder, like to approach you? You know what I mean? Because they're coming from the back too.
Yes, like we said at the beginning, girls, they want us to approach them now. And it's like, we're not approaching y'all. Look like we just gonna both be looking at each other. But
they think everything switched after the pandemic. They like, y'all are the men now. Y'all do the work. I'm just
and it is kind of weird because, like, let's say, for example, the main place that guys do talk to me at is a grocery store. And I'm like, I got a mask on. Like, and they'll be like, can you take your mask down real quick so I can see your face? And I'm like, here, look, here's my face. And then, like, it's just weird how things
so awkward.
You know?
Hey, can you
beautiful.
take your mask down? Oh my God, that's weird.
You know, there's that ongoing joke that people said, like, guys have a better chance because you're looking at them like this, so you think they're handsome.
It's not real. Because there was one guy, this was like last year at my job, and one of the parents came up to the school and he had a mask on, and me and my coworker was like, oh, he looked good from the eyes up. Like, let's see what the mouth is looking like. He pulled down the mask, gaps all over the place. We're like,
and don't let them have a hat on too. So they have a hat and a mask on. So they take them both off. It's like, oh my. No.
See, hairline all the way back, like.
You said looks aren't always important, right, Ash?
You're right.
Right, Ash? That's what you said.
However, I did say you gotta look like something though. I gotta wake up to this.
I'm over here prepping you my wig to put on, so we don't have to. Deal with it.
I'm gonna put some braids in for you, okay? How does that feel for you? No?
You want some bangs glued to the front?
How do y'all feel with that though? When you see these guys on Instagram, they be putting these wigs on their head now. They cut it up and all that. Make it look like it's real. I be feeling awkward, like.
Oh my gosh. We like now we gotta start seeing if these niggas here are real. Remember the guy that I was talking to? I was like, I don't know if his locks are real.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have no progress.
Because her friend has these long dreads, and I asked her, I was like, so did we see the growing phase on his page?
See, yeah, he went from one of those Instagram creepers to see it.
Yeah, he used to have locks back in the day. Like when I first met him, he had locks, he had long locks, and he cut them all off. He had like a short cut or whatever. And then like
a year
later, his hair is down to his waist. And I'm like, how did I was like, and I asked him, and they was like, so did
can
you
I
add
get some tips? Cause I don't know
What
how
oil
you
that
grew
you put
that.
in your hair? Like, it just grew too fast. I was just like, that hair gotta be fake. Because I'm like, ain't no way your hair is that long. Because it took years for my dad's hair to go down to his waist. Like, it took him like almost
Exactly.
20 years to get down to his waist. So it's like, I know your hair did not get that long in a year. Come on now. Oh, my hair really did grow. And I was like, do you have any, like, progress pictures? Like when you had it real short, when you went through the ugly phase? No pictures, like in between the time it just went from short to long. I'm like, nowadays, dudes catfish us. We don't know if their hair is real.
Exactly.
Like, we gotta
Are
ask them if their
who
hair
you
is
say
real.
you are?
Okay.
That's
know
a
if it's real
whole
before.
nother catfishing.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys been catfished before?
Well, girl, okay, this is how grandma, right? Let's talk about AOL chatting. That was all catfishing, was it not?
We used to do that.
Yeah,
We used
Okay,
to
that
do the
was all
we need to be bad
catfishing.
on that.
That was like the cat